much. Woo, okay. Blind dates are terrible. They can be awful. They can be rotten. They can be scary. We've got 5 people on the show who have been on 6 blind dates for a total of 11. So let's find out what I'm talking about, shall we? All righty. Welcome to the show, ladies. Let me introduce you, everybody. Right next to me is Jamie Platt, a 21-year-old secretary. Give her a big welcome to the show, Jamie. Next to Jamie is Robin Malone, a 22-year-old psychology student. And way down at the end is Kelly Buller, a 22-year-old pre-med student. Welcome, Kelly. What kind of guy would you like to date?
The guy I'd like to date, I like blonde hair, blue eyes, fun, fit, charismatic.
Okay.
Sums it up.
Sums it up pretty well? Okay. How about you, Robin? What if you could make your perfect guy, what would he be like?
Well, he would have to be intelligent, but also very fun, who would go out there and disco with me, no attitude.
Disco with you?
Yeah, disco dance.
You like to disco dance?
Love it.
Well, it's 1991 already, Robin.
No, it's the 70s. But he'd also be really good looking with a little boy face.
And big bell-bottom pants, too, if he's into disco. How about you, Jamie? Describe your perfect guy.
I like a guy who can have fun anywhere. I mean, you can go to the most awful and boring place and you just have a good time. Also, look-wise, I like a guy who can throw on a pair of jeans and just look great in them.
Okay, well, like Bo Jackson, perhaps, or somebody like that. Let's meet our 2 stud du jour. Let's meet Brian and Dad. Good to see you, Brian. Dad, good to see you. All right. This is Brian Carlson. He's a 21-year-old vice president of a machine shop. Give him a big hand. And next to Brian is Doug Stratton, a 23-year-old musician. Welcome, Doug. All right, guys. You know the drill. You've been on the blind dates with these ladies, right? Yep. All 3 of them? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Good?
Great time.
If you learned a lot about them, you'll have a lot of hearts at the end of the show. The guy with the most hearts is Crown King Stud, and we send you on a date. We pay for it. Fair enough?
Yep, sounds good.
Brian?
Yeah.
You think women like the way you look?
I think so.
Yeah? What do you think is the best thing about the way you look?
My smile. Just because I'm laughing a lot. So.
Sure. Well, that's good. Let's see if you're laughing in about 5 minutes.
Probably.
We asked the ladies what they thought of your physical appearance when they first saw you, Brian, and here's what they said. One of the ladies said, his eyes were as blue as the Mediterranean. Second lady said, I could tell he was hot by the bounce in his butt. And the third lady said, he has hair like a porno star. Okay. I've seen your work. It's excellent. Excellent.
Okay, I could tell he was hot by the bounce in his butt. I'll say Kelly.
Yes, it's
There you go. You like a bouncy butt, do you, Kelly?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Well, he came to the door, and I took one look. I was like, wow, hot.
Did you tell she was scoping you?
I didn't turn around, no, but
Well, I had to...
obviously she was.
His eyes were as blue as the Mediterranean, or he had hair like a porno star.
His eyes were as blue as the Mediterranean. I'll say Robin.
No.
Oh. So, gee, Robin, what'd you say?
Well, okay, I'll explain it. I said that not in a bad way, but just because porno stars, if you've ever noticed, has like hair that's like longer in the back and shorter on the sides.
Have you seen a lot of them?
No, that's just the rumor.
The rumor. Okay, Doug.
Yeah.
Can you tell anything about a woman by the way her voice sounds on the phone?
I can tell basically how rowdy the sex is gonna be.
We asked the ladies what they thought of your voice on the phone, Doug, and here's what they said. One of them said, this guy is rock and roll rad. Second lady said, he's cool, he's obnoxious, he's everything I've ever wanted. And the third lady said, yikers, I've got a date with a hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, my. This guy is rock and roll rad. Let's say Jamie.
Oh. What'd you say, Jamie?
I said he's cool, he's obnoxious, he's everything I've ever wanted.
Really? Why do you want a guy like that for?
I just, like I said in the beginning, I love guys who can take charge and just have a good time. And from the minute I talked to him on the phone, I knew he's gonna be a good time.
How'd you know?
He just said crazy things. He'd call me and just say, "Oh, this is your stud muffin, your passion of love."
Little stud muffin. All right, stick around. When we come back, we're going to find out more about our studs and our studettes. Don't go away. All right, we're back. Brian, anything you do special to impress women when you're out with them? Something that always works?
Just be myself.
All right, we asked the ladies what they remembered most about you from your dates. And here's what they said, Brian. One of them said, he dances hotter than Michael Jackson. Second lady said, he drives slower than my grandmother. Third lady said, he spread his sauce thicker than the Chef Boyardee.
He dances hotter than Michael Jackson. I'll have to say Kelly.
Yes.
There you go. You guys go dancing on your date?
Yeah. First, we went to a bar and we had some drinks, and then we decided to go to a place that had dancing. We got there, and he got on the dance floor, and he was great.
Yeah?
He was a
Well,
good
show
dancer.
us some of your moves, would you, Brian? We should get like a wuss heart when guys don't want to dance.
They didn't turn on the music, first of all.
All right, he drives slower than my grandmother, or he spread his sauce thicker than Chef Boyardee.
He spread his sauce thicker than Chef Boyardee. I'll say Robin.
Yes. Yeah, he made me dinner, and it was like this pasta, Alfredo sauce, I think it was, and I thought it was delicious. He thought the noodles were undercooked, though, but I thought it was
Al dente, just a little
very
bit?
nice.
No, a
It
little
was
bit,
very
a little
good.
tough.
It was good. It was really good.
Why are you both giggling nonstop? Something else happened at dinner that we don't know about?
We can't say it on TV.
All right. Doug?
Yeah?
You think women like guys with longer hair?
Yeah, I think they do. It's
Why?
a little rebellious, a little different from this guy here.
All right. We asked the ladies what they thought about your hair, Doug, and one of them said, one look at his armpits and I knew his hair was real. Second lady said, this guy could be the poster boy for Prell. Third lady said, oh my God, it's Meryl Streep.
This guy could be the poster boy from Prell. I'd have to say Kelly.
Yes.
There you go. What's so great about his hair?
Well, it's, you know,
real.
clean. It's real. It's clean, bouncy, fresh, like the Prell commercials.
So his
And-
hair is bouncy and his butt is bouncy. You're kind of into the bouncing thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
What'd you guys do on your date?
We went to the Improv. It's a comedy club.
Is it?
Yes. And we had dinner there, and we were laughing the whole time during dinner. And then we went into the comedy area, and it happened. A funny story is that one of the comedians mentioned studs in his act, and Doug stands up. He's like, "Hey, we're on a studs date." So the rest of the night, we just got hammered with jokes.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's small, but it's meaningful. One look at his armpits and I knew his hair was real, or, oh my God, it's Meryl Streep.
We'll leave the last one alone. We'll take one look at his armpits, and I knew his hair was real. I'd say Robin.
Yes.
There you go. I'm almost afraid to ask, Robin.
No, because just because he wore a tank top, it was hot outside, and so he had blonde hair, and I knew he was a real blonde because it matched.
Yeah, that's how I always tell.
You know,
That's the acid test.
that is.
Get somebody to yawn or take you to a movie, and then when they, yeah, you can see.
That's it.
What'd you guys do on your date?
We went to Universal Studios.
Back the back scenes. See how Hollywood magic is made.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you have a fun time?
Yeah, we did. King Kong was pretty cool.
He done King Kong.
All right.
Scared me.
Yeah. The one guy on the lot with longer hair than yourself, probably. Brian, what do you do when you want things to get romantic on a date? Do you Do you start things up, or do you let the ladies do that? Or
No,
what?
I usually wait for the lady to make the first move.
How come?
Just because it's hard to do. It's hard sometimes. If she could be flirting with you and giving you big eyes and big smile, and then you go to kiss her or something, and she kind of turns away, and she's just being friendly. So I'll be friendly and I'll smile. I'll wait for them to
Right.
make the
Then
first
10 years later, you're up for a judgeship. Boom! It comes back to haunt you. We asked the ladies. We asked the ladies about your romantic moves, Brian, and how romantic the dates were. And here's what they said. One of them said, a pat on the back, and I was out of there. Second lady said his hug was cuter than a koala bear. Third lady said one squeeze, and my hands were soaking wet.
His hug was cuter than a koala bear. I'll have to say, Robin.
No.
What did you say, Robin?
I said a pat on the back and I was out of there. Just because I had to drive back a long way. It was really late and it was, we hugged and it was like a koala bear actually, but so I could have said that too.
Okay. Who said his hug was cuter than a koala bear? Who was that?
I did.
Kelly. What do you mean by hugging a koala?
Well, he walked me to my door, and I was standing like one step up, and it was kind of one of those awkward moments. And he gave me a hug, and it was great. It was koala bear. It's my favorite.
It's hard when you're a guy at the end of the date. If did you want things to get more romantic?
Sure. I wasn't about to make the first move.
But you would never make a first move on a date. Okay, now what do you do in a situation like that, Brian? If
That's hard to tell. That's hard to tell.
Did you want things to get romantic with Kelly?
Possibly. It was at the moment. It's hard to tell.
All right. Doug?
Yeah.
How about you? You like the woman to make the first move, or you do that yourself?
No, I think I'll make the first move.
Uh-huh.
I like a little clue or something, though. I don't want to just blindly make a move and
What kind of clue?
get a nice swift slap in the face.
What's a good clue where you know you're on the right track?
I don't know, maybe a little touching here and there, or I don't know, getting closer.
A little body language.
Yeah, body language.
All right, we asked the ladies about the romantic fireworks on your date, Doug, and here's what they said. One of them said, I love a man who's slow and gentle. Second lady said his lips were as soft as marshmallows. Third lady said one passionate play, and I was ready for an encore.
I love a man who's slow and gentle. Robin.
No.
What'd you say, Robin?
I said that his lips were soft as marshmallows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, it was just a little because I was sitting in my car and he leaned in and kissed me and his lips were soft.
Pretty romantic date?
No, it was an amusement park, so it wasn't romantic.
So his lips were like marshmallows. Uh-huh. What food group would her lips fall under?
Hers are something like yogurt, I think.
What?
Who loves a man who's slow and gentle? Who was that?
I did.
Kelly! Yeah?
Surprise, surprise. No.
So you go on the date.
Right, and we were coming home, and he walked me to my door again, and again I was on that same stoop.
The magic stoop.
Same place.
And I guess he took charge, and he leaned over and he gave me a kiss on the lips.
Uh-huh. Good kiss? Mm-hmm. She a good kisser?
It was kind of a small kiss. It reminded me of Brady, like Bobby Brady's first kiss.
Stick around, we'll come back and find out which one of these guys is more likely to cheat on his tax return. All right, remember before the show, ladies, you gave us some descriptions of these guys, right? Now they have to guess who you're talking about, them or their co-stud, okay? This is all according to the women. We're going to start with you, Brian. According to the ladies, who's most likely to talk his way out of a ticket, you or Doug?
I'd have to say myself just because I've done it a few times.
Have you? Okay. He says himself. Ladies?
Doug.
Oh, why would you say that, Jamie?
Well, we went to Magic Mountain for our date, and there was this poor guy, and he was on a tram, and he was just narrating the whole thing. It was so funny. So he went up there and he's giving him compliments. Well, actually, it was kind of putting him down. And it was just so funny. He was just talking his way, and everyone's laughing. It was just so funny.
Okay. Doug, who's most likely to have months-old milk in the fridge, you or Brian?
Well, they didn't all see my refrigerator, so we'll say Brian.
I didn't see mine either.
He says Brian. Ladies?
Doug!
Why would you say that, Robin?
Because I did see his fridge, and he did have the only thing he had was like a carton of milk in there and maybe some cottage cheese, and it was probably in there for about a month.
All right, Brian. Who's most likely to know all the words to the Star Spangled Banner, you or Doug?
To the Star Spangled Banner. I'm gonna say myself.
Okay, he says him. Ladies?
Brian!
Hey, there you go. Why, Kelly?
Because he had to go to a softball game the next morning, which he was like coaching, and he's very into sports and so forth. So he'd be at events that would have the Star Spangled Banner playing a lot.
Okay. Doug, who's most likely to cheat on his tax returns, you or Brian?
I like to think I'm pretty honest, so I'll say him.
He says Brian. Ladies?
Brian!
Oh, there you go. Why, Kelly?
Because he has a condo on the beach, and he's vice president of his parents' company, like works within it, and he works a lot, so he'd have a lot more to lose and a lot more reason to cheat.
Too nice of a guy.
Shoe boxes full of cash. No. Brian, who's most likely to study the joy of sex, you or Doug? Study it.
Study.
This is for the Fruit of the Loom heart, by the way. Don't take this one lightly.
I'll have to say Doug on that one.
Okay, he says Doug on that one. Ladies?
Brian!
Oh, you don't get that. Why would you say he would study the joys of sex, Robin?
Because he's very smart and articulate, and I think he'd like to do a lot of research on something before he does it. He's like a perfectionist.
Uh-huh. Have you ever read that book?
No,
Really?
not yet.
I don't need a book.
You doesn't need a book. The ending is kind of predictable, I thought. Doug! Who's most likely to own mink-lined handcuffs, you or Brian?
Me.
He says Doug. Ladies?
Doug!
There you go. Why, Jamie?
Well, we were driving back that night, and he started off the wall talking about these bondage people and stuff. I'm going, oh my gosh, who in the car with? What was he saying? He was talking about ladies with whips and handcuffs.
I said dominatrix, and she
Yeah.
didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I didn't
It was
know.
like the butt of one of my jokes.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Like he said this word, and he's trying to explain it to me, and the whole time I'm going, wow.
How did you? Explain it to me, Doug.
Yeah, I want to hear it myself.
I thought it was a breakfast cereal from Kellogg's. Honey, there's no more dominatrix. But you should see the surprise inside. Explain it to me, Doug.
Well, you take those mink handcuffs, and you have a pair for the legs too, and you tie them up, and just a lot of pain.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stick around, and we will find out who gets to go on their ultimate date. Don't go away. Okay, we got a tie. We got a tie. Doug's got 4, Brian's got 4, which means anybody or both of you guys can win your ultimate fantasy date. All right, now we're going to start with you, Brian, because your hair is shorter. All right? All you got to do is tell
He's
me.
on the end. Why can't it be him?
Because I say. All right. Tell me who you'd like to continue your romance with. If she wants to do the same with you, then you go on a date and we pay for it.
Okay.
That's simple, Brian.
Sounds good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't pick Kelly. We had a nice time, but there just didn't seem like, there was that much there. It was fun, though. I had a good time dancing, and she liked to go out and drink and stuff, but that was pretty much it. So,
Okay.
Good friends. I didn't pick Jamie. It was more of the same thing. We went to the Kings game, and it was her first game, and she had a good time. I had a good time, too. It was a lot of fun. I did pick Robin, though.
Robin. All right. And if Robin picks you, where are you guys going to go on your date?
I think we'll drive up to San Francisco. Got to dinner, sightsee a little bit. It's probably going to be kind of cold, so it'll just warm.
Okay. All right. Sounds great. All right, Doug, same deal with you. We got a tie here.
Well, I had a great time with all the girls.
Good.
And I think they did too. And I didn't pick Kelly. We had a really funny time at the comedy club. There's more to tell, but not time. And I didn't pick Jamie, although she's got the most gorgeous green eyes I've ever seen in my life. I did pick Robin.
Robin. All right, now Robin picks you.
The popular one, Robin.
Why'd you pick Robin?
She got my jokes, I think.
That's always very important. I know that for a fact. All right.
We seem to get along
Okay.
really well, yeah.
If she feels the same way, where are you going to go?
We're going to Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. What's your game?
Blackjack.
Sure.
She's a dealer, so.
Really?
Not in Las Vegas.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
All right. Kelly, neither of the guys picked you. Did you have fun on the show?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Maybe you'll come back in the future sometime?
Sure.
Okay. Would you show us who you picked? Me? Oh! All right. What can you do? Jamie? The Jamie who didn't shut up the entire show. Did you have fun?
I had a great time.
In spite of that? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the fruit in your dressing room before the show?
It was great.
Excellent, wasn't it? I handpicked that. Would you show us who you selected?
Sure.
Doug. All right. Battle the network titans, Robin. It all comes down to you. If you pick Doug, you're going to Vegas. If not, you're going to San Francisco with Brian. What's it going to be?
Blew it.